crime that has been recovered by the EFCC, and we thank them for that effort. And we have taken over today. We have taken possession of this estate today, and we will commence our own work. Especially, we have to do integrity test of the structure that are standing here to confirm their own structural stability, and then from there we go on and assess how to complete them, and then make them public for public disposal in order for government to recover some proceeds.
People have complaints that sometimes these properties may not get to the ordinary Nigerians. What assurance are we getting that ordinary Nigerians will still be the ones to get these properties?
Well, ordinary Nigerian will be very much involved because the disposal will be transparent, as I said earlier. And we already have a renewed portal that we are selling some of the renewed estates across the country. And we will key this project into that portal, especially when the construction towards the completion of the estate has commenced. By then, people will be able to know what type of houses they want to buy when the physical structure of each of the units are revealed. Because sometimes you can't even know what you are buying until the physical structure of the houses are revealed.
That's why we can actually ascertain what we finally get out of this. But the number we gave is just what we were able to get from the drawings, and of course, now who owns it? Federal government owns it. Yeah, federal government owns the property now. So that's the question. Who owns it?
So who owns it before now? And how did people came about this? And how did people came about it? And how long?
We told Nigerians that we did it through civil forfeiture proceedings. And when you do something through civil forfeiture proceedings, the process is for you to do your investigation and go to court upon reasonable suspicion that this is a process of crime. We will approach the court and we ask the court to give us interim forfeiture order. The court obliged, and the court directed that it should be published for 2 weeks, and we did that in widely circulated newspapers, and nobody came forward to lay claim to the property. So we went back to the court. So, nobody came forward to lay claim to the property. There was no evidence before us to prove that you could have owned this through your legitimate means of livelihood. And so the court threw out the application that challenged the order, and here we are today.
All right, thank you very much for talking to us. And how will you describe this effort of the federal government through the EFCC?
It's a testimony to the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that gave us the go-ahead to do our work and ensure that we use the instrumentality of the fight against corruption to stimulate the economy. And I believe this will add value to our economy by doing it. It's also, give opportunity to Nigeria work hard work to own the property. By the time we are through with this,
it is the president that gave him our own slot.
We not go agree.
We must bring it back. Has chairman.
Yes.
Benue has executive director.
Yes.
Benue has member of the board.
Now again.
The only one for FCT. They don't carry him again. Give Benue.
We not go agree.
Our honor, you go agree.
We not go agree.
They kill all of us. But we will be here and let it be on record that they cannot take everything away from us. It's not possible. I don't have any other state. Do you have another state? No. There are original inhabitants in the FCT.
We are here.
The name who said did not fall from heaven.
At all.
The name of somebody village. Yes. The name Metama not fall from heaven. Just like you have Surulele. Just like you have Ojuelegba. Just like you have Toto in Anambra State. Just like you have Okene in Kogi State. These are villages of the original inhabitants of those states. Here in FCT, there is no any name of a place that was not our village. So every name here means people were living there. That means they are original inhabitants. How then do you want to take everything and leave them with nothing? Why we are here this morning, you already know. Let's select President himself. The Constitution says he is our Speaker of House of Assembly.
Yes.
So we are not here in anybody's place. We are in our own House of Assembly. Yes. The simple thing we want is for them to address us. If you wanted to be violent, you will not come like this.
At all.
So the way we came, there is nothing like violence. Nobody should attach violence to our movement. Yes. We are here in our native attire. Yes. The 9 indigenous tribes are here one united. Wandara are here.
Yes, we are here.
Dede are here.
Yes,
Ibura are here.
Yes,
Gana are here.
Yes,
Amwamwa are here.
Yes,
Koro are here.
Yes,
Bari is here.
Yes,
Sagi is here.
Yes,
9 indigenous tribes. Basa, they are also here. Also here we have Labour Party members.
We are here.
We have APC members. We
are here.
have PDP members.
here.
We also have ABUDA. So it's not about party. It's not about religion. It's not about tribe. It's about the indigenous people of the FCT. It's about the indigenous people of FCT. And they know that we have people here. They cannot carry our only slot and take it back to Benue. Now our land be this so we don't get another one. Now our land be this so.
National Assembly is on fire now, as you can see. The police are chasing peaceful protesters. Like you can see, mobile police disperse peaceful protesters. Like you can see, baby, Sonny.
As an ISO, let's take a look.
Mr. President, I want the FCT minister to extend his infrastructure development of the city within the surroundings of the Abuja airport. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, if you are descending into Abuja airport, the habitants, the type of infrastructure within the environs, Your Excellency, does not represent the good image of this country. And I think that the FCT minister should capture in their next budget, if not incorporated in this, to either relocate the habitants of the people within the airport or renew the area, at least, because that is the mirror of the country as we are descending into Abuja airport. Some of us, if you take into account to view the environs of the airport while descending into Abuja, you will agree with me, Excellency, there is an eyesore. It doesn't give good image of the nation, and I think something has to be done about it.
If you are coming from the airport,
if you are descending,
the first place you see,
if you are descending,
let's take it gently.
Yes, Excellency.
The first place you see on the right is the presidential wing. Thereafter, you come across a very beautiful flyover.
Yes, Excellency.
Which is almost like a boulevard. You understand? And you will now descend towards the road that comes to the airport. Then when you get to the airport road, you now see 8 lanes,
yes,
complete with street lights.
Yes, Excellency.
Particularly in the night. Very beautiful.
Yes, Excellency.
And all that. So, which part gives you cramps in your stomach?
Well, there have been different reactions to this particular story because people are wondering, like, okay, what exactly do you want? You want them to just move these people out? You're not talking about, okay, exactly where would they be moved to? And really and truly, should we be looking at the economic empowerment of those people as opposed to just moving them away for cosmetic reasons? We'll start with you, Rufai.
Truth is, it's a very sad one that the Senator could say such a thing, and I totally disagree with that. There's nothing wrong with those people. Those people were originally indigenous to those areas, even before Abuja itself was created.
Exactly.
All right, and the airport has encroached on their village. That's their ancestral home. Mm-hmm. They've encroached on their land, and over the years, compensation has been a big issue. They've not been able to settle them. I think they are called the Walegwe village. That's what it's called around there. And you've not effectively done that. Those houses, I think, is even a testament to the rich architectural history of Nigeria. Some of them mud houses, some of them little huts and hamlets and things like that. Some of them, newly built block houses and the likes. But look at it. It's also a rich testament to what Nigeria is all about. You can't remove the historical antecedents. In fact, it's the indigenous feel that people come from. Have you ever wondered? Look at some of these houses, sparsely scattered and things like that. Have you ever wondered when President Clinton came in the 2000 here? He went to a village in the outskirts of Abuja, known for the pottery and other works around what Ladi Kwali, of blessed memory, had done for this country. So that's the look and feel. It's not every city that is gentrified that you have, lights and everything when you come in the night. Then, let's now talk about the right of the indigenous people of those areas. I think some of them, the Bayi and some of them of those tribal extraction, they have been displaced since Abuja was set up, and nothing has been done to be able to fight for their rights. A lot of these people keep complaining every time the fact that their rights have been hampered on. Proper compensation have not been paid. Let's see how we can grow those areas. Not saying people should go and demolish hard-earned money. They use their money to build homes. Say you should go and demolish because of aesthetic. You think it's everybody that has money to build Metama kind of houses and put a boulevard there? Why are you people always against the poor people in this country?
Quite insensitive.
What is happening? Which kind of talk is that? No, leave them.
Okay. So, well, it's been clarified that this area is actually demarcated for development, not now. So it's not a question of if the demolitions will happen. It's a question of when the demolitions will happen. However, I think it's really important for us to encourage leadership to lead with empathy. By that, I mean, we have a housing crisis in Nigeria. It's said that we have to build 1 million units of houses for the next 20 years for us to be able to meet the demand of housing. That's on the government side. On the private side, it's simply unaffordable. It's a struggle, even for you and I now, for those who pay rent or even those who have dues to pay and so forth. The real estate has become extremely expensive. So for me, I feel, okay, fine. If this area behind the airport has been demarcated for development, no problem. However, this habit that we've gotten into, this culture of demolishing before we've established where people are being relocated to, and in most cases, they are being given very meager compensation, if at all, that is the culture that I think needs to be addressed in this instance. So leadership with empathy. Let's begin with, there is a shanty. It has been targeted for demolition because of development. Fine. What can we do to speed up the development of affordable housing units for these people so we can relocate them, because this place needs to be demolished? For me, I think that's the spirit of leadership that puts people and their welfare first. Whether it's an eyesore or not, it's not really anybody's business. I always refer to Cape Town. Cape Town, the first thing you see when you're landing is Khayelitsha. It's a shanty town. Doesn't stop Cape Town from being one of the most invested, developed tourist cities in the world. So I don't think that's neither here nor there. What aesthetic you think is appealing for people when they fly in is really not. Everybody has a different aesthetic.
Definitely.
So,
okay, two different views on the floor of the Senate yesterday. Senator Nwambonyi, the senator representing Ebonyi North, saying that the community of shanties, people living behind the airport, is an eyesore, because when it looks down from the prestigious, lofty heights of air travel, what it sees are these poor people giving Nigeria a bad image. Then on the other hand, you had the Senate president saying, but that space is the ancestral home of these people. They also have a right to live, whatever you may think of the image of Nigeria. Look, that conversation between Senator Nwambonyi and the Senate president reflects the reality of Nigeria. This is a country of massive inequality. The rich looking down on the poor from the heavens, the poor in difficult circumstances on terra firma. And this Nwambonyi, where is he from even? Ebonyi North. A village called Mbeke Isheke in Ebonyi local government area. In fact, when I travel in that Aziz and I see Mbeke Isheke from abroad, it looks like a collection of shanties. Nwambonyi should start by asking the Nigerian government to demolish the whole of Mbeke Isheke, because that is the reality of Nigeria. Now that he has been privileged to go to Abuja for maybe one term or whatever number of times he will use. He is saying that other people's houses should be demolished. This is why I agree with your point about empathy. Mbeke Nsheke should be where Enwabonye should start his demolition agenda from. Number 2 is the fact that when they say they demolish in Abuja, there's been a lot of notoriety about what the Federal Capital Development Authority does with the demolition of people's houses without empathy, without even looking at the papers and all of that. Now, this should not be another opportunity for the victimization of the suffering people of Nigeria who are struggling to find food, who are struggling to find housing. The responsibility of government includes housing. Many years back, they used to say housing for all by year 2000. This is year 2025. Housing is still a problem. The solution to it is not demolishing people's houses and displacing suffering people. After all, the World Bank, IMF, they were talking about social spending. They were talking about development spending. Government should come from that perspective. We should not be bothered about what, those whose palm kernels have been cracked for them by benevolent gods, who do not know how to be humble when they sit inside planes and they are looking down on the poor. We should not be concerned about that. We should be concerned about the welfare of the people. And it is therefore, in my view, a good thing that at plenary, other members of the Senate isolated Nwabonye and refused to endorse his motion. And I think in this particular regard, both the Senate President and the rest of the members of the Senate acted well. Nwabonye should watch what he says. Otherwise, we will start recommending that Mbeke Nsheke should be the place to be demolished. And that's my case.
There are poor people there, so whatever one says.
Yeah, but their son is saying they should come and demolish other people's homes.
We'll deal with their son, but the people should be spared, please.
Okay.